You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here for Drake Wing Gaming. It's something on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you on a Let's Play episode of Cienie. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm Cienie, we're up, and let's go. Alrighty. Give me a break, I'm already fucking hurting. You will keep piling it on. Who are you referring to? Tom looks away. Tom? Tom sips his drink, his eyes never quite meeting mine. I would have thought he wasn't paying attention if I didn't know him better. Well, Raymond wants to talk to the witnesses who saw the missing students leaving town. He thinks someone must have been lying. I'd rather not have him wander around alone accusing people like that. So you thought having a local asking about it would be a better idea? Exactly. I can do that, but not because you asked me. I'm only doing it for Raymond. That's fair. Give me more to go on. Names, species. Actually, just write everything that you think is important. Unless you want to keep it all a secret. I don't. Sure, I'll write it down. Shocking. I've got a hunch that he's already plotting something in his mind. I tear an empty page off my notebook and start scribbling with my pen. Once it's all written out, I hand it to him. Sweet, thanks. Just don't get in trouble, and be respectful. Well, it's out of your hands now, isn't it? I raise my eyebrow at him, smiling slightly. Suppose it is. Yeah. So, what will you be up to while we deal with these witnesses? I'm gonna go to Grubby Nedswoods. I'm gonna call it Grubby Nedswoods, because it's just such an unusual name. I'm gonna go to Grubby Nedswoods and talk with the owner about the food packaging. How do you pronounce that again? Gruberny-Edgeveg. Okay. Can't you just ask Raymond? I could, but it's been a while since Bernard and I had our good old chinnywag. Okay then, do whatever you old folks do. I suppose Tom's reaction was a lot tamer than I expected. As long as he doesn't do anything stupid, it's all fine, though I'll have to sit down and talk to him properly. He's here. I look up to the side, seeing Raymond as he walks up to us. Sorry, you had to wait so long for me already. Didn't you say you were on the way an hour ago? Yeah, sorry, I meant I just woke up. Thought so. Raymond lets out a nervous laugh. Well, at least one of us is getting enough sleep. Oh, hi. Hey. I think I should introduce myself properly. Your name was Raymond, wasn't it? Yes. Well, we didn't introduce ourselves back at the bar before. Still. Tom lifts himself from his chair and extends his hand to Raymond. Properly then. I'm Tomek, but you can call me Tom. Tom. Yes, I remember. My name is Raymond. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Raymond. Now that that's out of the way, let's get back to the agenda. Right. I've told Tom about the witnesses, and I want you to follow his lead. Raymond nods and listens attentively, while Tom casually drinks his beverage. People will not be as open about it as you might think. It might not be easy to get them talking. Be nice. Sure. Can. Splendid. I'm glad we understand each other. Raymond, do you know if Bernard will be working at the bar nearby today? I took the day off to come here, so I think he'll be there the whole day. Alright, neat. Why do you ask? Gotta talk to him about another case. Oh, anything else we should know? You already know everything that you need to talk to the witnesses. Just stay out of trouble. I'm sure Raymond can tell you what questions would be worth asking for his peace of mind. Fine. Finishing his drink, Tom stands up and grabs his bag, slinging it over his shoulder. Raymond then follows suit. We'll be on our way then. All right. Good luck. Yeah. Have a good day, Marcus. The two of them begin to walk away as I light my cigarette, the sun casting long shadows behind them. So, Raymond, have you ever broken into any houses before? No, where go? I could teach you. Phrase used to express shock or disbelief, derived from Hokkien. Wallo. Okay. Wallo, really? Tom says something else I can't make out, and they both share a hearty laugh as their figures grow smaller with distance. They should be fine. Let's see what Bernard has to say. Bernard's bar is a lot calmer during the day, though it still has a few patrons. A sheep waitress, who's probably standing in for Raymond, is busy attending to a female customer. As I enter, the bright afternoon sun behind me casts a long shadow towards the two women. They both turn towards me. I wasn't planning on making a dramatic entrance, but... Welcome to Grubby Nedsvids!
Please have a seat. I'll take your order shortly.
I choose to sit at the table next to the bar window. After a few moments, the waitress approaches with a wooden pencil poised outside the cusp of her right hand.
Would you like to order?
Excuse me, is Bernard around?
Our boss should be here soon. Is it urgent? I can give him a call.
No, it's fine. It can wait.
I see. So, your order?
I quickly look through the menu and order the first thing that catches my eye. Something simple. Kielbasa with fries should be good.
Of course. And your drink?
Just green tea with lemon. She scribbles everything down and heads off. I scan the surroundings for a no smoking sign before pulling out a cigarette and lighting it. No idea how Bernard will react to me showing up here. As I smoke, I keep glancing around to make sure I don't miss him entering. As I finish my second cigarette, the waitress comes back with my order.
Here you go, sir.
After putting everything down on the table, she turns around to leave. Could I ask you something?
Of course.
Do you recognize this man? I place Camille's picture on the table. She bends down a little and squints her eyes. Her gaze is fixated on the photo, but for several moments she says nothing. I'm looking for him. He's been missing for the past few days. As I observe her more closely, her pupils begin to dilate, her jaw tenses up. Thick veins running down her neck, clearly visible. Oh yeah, she knows something. Miss?
Are
you alright? She mutters something under her shaky breath.
He...
Hey, it's alright.
I'm sorry. The police asked him about him. I really don't know that much.
I understand. You just seem very nervous. I'm sorry if I caused this. I'm trying to do the right thing.
I see. I really need to go back to work.
Before you go, does Ruby Nedswoods offer food delivery?
No, we don't.
Were you working the night the attack in the woods happened?
Yes, the police already asked about that.
The girl seems to be on the verge of breaking down. I may be pushing it too much. I see. No worries. I'm really sorry to bother you. Harassing my staff, old dog? Daria, there are fresh orders lining up. The voice echoes from the entrance like rolling thunder, a familiar voice. The waitress turns around without a word and heads off behind the bar. I see one of her coworkers glaring back at me. No, I wasn't. Heh. Marcus, they've already been grilled by the cops pretty harshly yesterday. The huge polar bear steps up in front of me, his belly protruding so much that it hits the side of the table. I stand up to greet him, but Bernard pushes me down by my shoulders back to my seat. No need to stand up. Let's chat. He slides into the seat opposite me, and his eyes meet mine with a cold yet familiar stare. The old bear takes off his glasses, placing them on the table. Good to see you again. Wish I could say the same. You're rarely around on good business. You're not wrong, Bernard. There's something I need to ask you. Straight to it, eh? I was hoping that you've changed just a bit. Were you? Shame, really, but I get it. Hard to teach an old dog new tricks, huh? Do you want some beer? No, not really. I'm driving. Puh! Don't be boring, Marcus. I won't be here long. Just a few questions. Fine. I'll humor you, for old time's sake. He smirks, but his expression turns more serious when I point to the photo of Camille still on the table. Seen this guy? Only from the police's pictures of him. They interrogated us about him after the attack that happened nearby. Really spooked my workers, you know. Same way you did just now. Bernard tilts his head from left to right, stretching his neck until an audible crack is heard. His mother hired me to find him before she got attacked. Ah, poor woman. Indeed. So I hope you can help me, Bernard. Sure, pup. What do you want to know? Pup. I'm just gonna pretend that I didn't hear that. There were some food packages found in one of the abandoned houses related to the investigation. And from Ruby Nedswoods. So tell me. Food delivery? No, nah. Too expensive to hire a delivery service these days. I see. But if you say an abandoned house, once a month, we cook a bit more and distribute the extra food to the local shelter. Besides, I prefer face-to-face interactions with my customers. I see. He smirks, looking around, admiring the decor around his bar. How easy is it to get that food packaging? We give them out when they order takeout or when they want to take the rest of their meal home. The customers tend to order too much. You know how it goes. So it's not that hard, I reckon, but usually you'd have to come here. Or work here. I don't like what you're insinuating, Marcus. If my nose was correct, the leftovers found were maybe 1 or 2 days old. Who was on shift that day? Hard to say. The workers tend to cover each other's shifts without telling me first sometimes. He chuckles after that statement. I simply nod and write everything down. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. Okay. I'll ask my workers. That'll be helpful. Can you write me the address of the shelter, just in case? Sure thing. I check my notes, finalizing everything I've gathered so far. I think that's all. Sorry to bother your fine establishment. Nah, you're always welcome. We should crack a cold one together again at some point, pup. Maybe when my hands aren't so full. Well, when will that be? Who knows at this point? Then I hope you can catch a break in your case for your own sake. I hope so too. The bear stands up, putting his glasses back on while he talks to the waitress before going to the back. I finish my meal quickly. No point staying here any longer. I stand up and walk to the waitress, Daria, who stands behind the till. How much will it be?
Our boss says it's on the house.
I see. Thanks for the lovely meal then. I'm sorry if I startled you with my questions. I was just doing my job.
I understand. I was just shocked after the cops came up to us and interrogated me as if I were the suspect.
I'm just here to help a mother find her lost son.
Okay.
Here's my card. Just call me if you remember anything or are ready to talk.
I'll keep that in mind.
Have a pleasant shift, Arya. I wonder what kind of questions the cops asked her that elicited such a panic reaction. Or perhaps it was actually something else about Camille that triggered it. Although Mrs. Novak did say that her son didn't have many friends, nor people he spent time with. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. The waitress could have simply been terrified. Nothing more to it. The rabbit couple and the shelter are the leads to follow closer. I'll mull over that later. Gotta get back to the HQ to check up on Igor and follow up with the hospital for an update on Mrs. Novak. Maybe Tom and Raymond are having a bit more luck on their end. Given how close the first witness works from the cafe, I didn't have much time for a proper conversation with Raymond before we got to our destination. I'll have to get the details later. For now, Raymond has briefed me on the basics of his case, which is enough to ask some questions. Oh, okay, this is Tom's perspective now. Okay. The tiger follows behind as we enter the shop, but there's nobody behind the till. No CCTV, just a convex mirror propped in one of the corners of the ceiling. I wonder if there's a camera in the area around the shop. Maybe we should call out to the owner. Raymond speaks in a hushed voice. I nod. Hello? Is anyone here? Coming! Raymond and I exchange a look before approaching the counter. An old bison slowly comes out of the back, wearing a forester's uniform, a cap, and a pair of glasses. He throws us a wide, warm smile, showing a few missing teeth. Alright, y'all, I'm actually going to pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. I love you all, and I shall see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!